Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday afternoon practice. We'll be spending the next hour together. Okay, practicing from a sitting position. So let's start with some joint exercise, improving our circulation through the joints. Let's concentrate on the body. Start to observe our body from the bottom of our spine, straighten our spine, open our shoulder, relax the shoulder. Mindful of our forehead, bring the head back so the weight is on top of the shoulder, reducing the stress on the muscle. Tuck in the chin a little bit. Now focus in the center of a palm, bring your hands together. And focus on the joint, on the wrist. You can exercise the wrist. We're exercising the wrist as well as the mind. So keep the mind focused on your body. Observe any change in your body. You need to keep the mind busy. Okay? Meditation doesn't mean not do anything. Actually, meditation takes a lot of effort. You need to keep your mind busy. Focus on the joints. Now go the other way. Observe the joints. See if there's any change in the body, any heat that you generate, any sweat, any pain, any numbness. Now put your hands down. We're going to come back to the body again. Open the shoulder, straighten up your spine, relax. Bring up your hand together with your mind all the way up to your shoulder. Now focus on your elbow. Going to work on our elbow now, going from the wrist to the elbow. Again, keep your mind busy. Focus on the elbow. Stay focused. Now go the other way. Stay focused. Check on your posture. Make sure your spine is straight. And now put your hands down. We're going to work on the shoulder now. The shoulder actually is very important for our circulation because a lot of energy points around the shoulder, both top and the side, front and back. That has to do with the lung and the heart. So again, focus on the center of your palm. Bring your hands up together with your mind. Very slowly bring it up. Stretch, hold. As you hold, calibrate your mind. Come down together, the mind and the hand. Focus on the center of your palm. Bring it together, relax. Starting from zero again. Everyone is independent. Bring it up. Stretch, hold. Come down, feel the shoulder. One more time, bring it up. Stretch, hold, come down. Going to do one more time. Open the shoulder, stretch, come down, touching the wall on the both sides, and relax. Now go the other way. Open the shoulder, stretch, come down with the mind. Mind always stay with the center of your palm. Stretch and come down. Open one more time. Open, stretch, come down. Open the shoulder, relax. And then put the hands in front. Bring your hands up, all the way up, all the way back. Feel the pain. Come down. Relax, stretch. Open the shoulder, bring it all the way back, feel the pain. Bring it up, stretch, bring it back, feel the pain. One more time, up, stretch, bring it towards the back. And now put the hands as far back as you can, bring it up, stretch, bring it down again. Mind stays with the hand, okay? Mind always stays with the hand. Always examine your mind. Keep checking, where's my mind? Where's my mind? Up and down. One more time. All the way back. Up. Stretch and down. Open the shoulder. Left and right. Holding the left hand stationary. Bringing the right hand, make a big sweep in the front. Now open the shoulder all the way back. Feel the pain. And then now go to the left. Right hand stationary. Feel the pain. Bring it to the right. One more time. All the way to the left. Continue. All the way to the right. One last time. All the way back. And to the left. Relax. Sit up straight. Open the shoulder. Focus on the right hand. Bring up the right hand. Make a fist. Follow the fist with your mind. Aim for the upper left hand corner. Up. And come down. Throw the fist. Throw your shoulder. Up. Follow with your mind. Give it to the right hand. Down. Give it to the left hand. Down. Mind stays with the hand. Up. Down. Up. Down. Down. One more time. Up. Up. Down. Down. Open the shoulder. Two hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Dawn says, ready for Qi Gong. So this is always the most common questions. Are we doing Qi Gong here? Well, yes. Qi Gong. Qi means energy. Gong means practice. We're practicing a Qi. But what is Qi? Well, it has many, many different meanings. At the very minimum, it's just circulations. It's blood flowing through your body. So you need to do joint exercise because otherwise the blood there won't be any circulation through your joints. There's no blood vessel there, right? So you need to warm it up. So now we went from the wrist to the elbow to the shoulder. Okay, now we're going to move towards the neck. But first we're going to work on that one part that is right behind, in between the shoulder and below a neck and at the top of a spine. That part right there. Okay, so that happened to be a very area that if you don't exercise enough, or you don't do the right kind of exercise, then there will be some blockage there. So we got to work on that. So we're going to use this one technique that was probably it's in the what's called the 3 states era. So that's about 2,000 years. Okay, all right. Straighten up your spine. Focus on your shoulder. Bring up your shoulder slowly. Bring it all the way up as if you're going to bring it all the way to the ear. All the way. And then now rotate back. Open the shoulder. Feel the stress between your shoulder, between your neck and your spine. Relax. One more time. Bring all the way up. If your work requires you to work in front of the computer, you ought to be doing this exercise. All the way back. Relax. Feel the pain. One last time. Bring it all the way up. All the way back. Open the shoulder. And relax. Continue to work on the neck. Straighten up your spine first, as if somebody's pulling the hair on top of your head. And then open the shoulder. Relax the shoulder. Take your forehead, lean back so the weight is on top of your shoulder. And then tuck in your chin. Keep tucking. Now put the hand behind your neck, behind your head. Bring down your head. Feel the stress on your neck. Hold it. Rotate to the left. Keep that spine straight so energy actually rises through your spine. All the way to the right. Keep it straight. All the way to the left. And then all the way to the right again. Now come back in the middle. And then release very slowly, very slowly, very slowly. Back to the posture. Open your shoulders. Sit up straight. Head's pointing the sky. So when you lean back, the forehead tuck in the chin, then the top of the head is facing the sky, facing the heaven. So now we take the right hand and pull your head towards the right, but fight it because you want to maintain that posture with the top of the head pointing the sky, and relax. Do the same thing on the other side. Bring it all the way to the left. Hold it. And relax. Now take your head, bring it back very slow to the right, very slow, all the way to the left, all the way back, all the way to the left. Now go the other way, counterclockwise, back, left, front, right, back, and relax. Sit up straight again. Back to the posture. Take your right hand, put it behind your ear, touching the skull. Now slowly move your forefingers down until you no longer touch any bones. And now just press with your fingers. Just keep pressing. And relax. Take the other side. Same thing, start with the back of the ear, feel the skull, move the fingers down until the fingers fit nicely on the part of the ear where there's no bone. Just press down and relax. Now we're going to clear any blockage of a chi by working with the fingers. Open the shoulder, sit up straight. Point the hand towards the camera, all 10 fingers. Focus on the 4 fingers. Make them feel like springs, okay? So you can wind up the springs. Now hold them down with the thumb. Lock your elbow. Focus on the 4 fingers. And get ready. 1. Feel the pain. 2. Feel the vibration coming back to your shoulder. 3. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, feel the fingers, 9, 10, come back, sit up straight, open the shoulder, the 2 energy point right here is called gate to the cloud. Form the energy line between your middle finger, that's the pericardium, and your thumb, that's the lung. Put that on top of the gate to the cloud, which is the end point of the lung energy line. Sit up straight, get ready. 1, back of the hand facing the camera, come back. 2, feel the vibration coming back to your shoulder. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to continue to do some stretching, clearing blockage in the chi. This time we're going to need the help of our diaphragm. We're going to do some deep breathing using the diaphragm to exercise all the internal organs, which in terms exercise one very peculiar energy line that has to do with what's called the triple warmer or triple focus. Triple focus or triple warmer means that the internal organs are divided into 3 sections. What's above the diaphragm, what's below the diaphragm but above the belly buttons, and then what's below the belly buttons. They have different functions. So what's above the diaphragm is the heart and the lung, and the Chinese said that that's like the fog. The heart and the lungs are responsible for taking the nutrients from outside, from the universe, and distribute it to the rest of the body. So that's the heart and the lung. And then what's between are the intestines or the stomachs and all that. And so the Chinese says that this is like the fermentation, the water that has to do, the little foam that has to do with fermentation, the foam that forms when you ferment something. So this is where all the digestions happen. And then the bottom part is like the gutter. And the gutter, but the word is a little bit more subtle than gutter. It actually means to recycle. So it's not just giving out the waste. More importantly, the bladder and the kidney is really about reclaiming what's all the valuables before you call that waste. So the three sections are like that. But the Chinese actually believe that all three are all three sections, all the internal organs are actually connected. They're connected by what's called the connective tissues. Every one of them has these membranes, and the one gigantic membranes that bring it all together is the diaphragm. And the energy line that has to do with that is called the triple warmer, which is a yang energy line. And it's the yang energy line that protects the pericardium. So it's actually right here. Okay? So we're going to do both. We're going to do deep breathing, and then we're going to stretch this energy line. Sit up straight, open the shoulder, bring up the hands, lock your fingers. Put that right below the belly buttons, about two fingers. Okay? 2 fingers. This is called the Dan Ten. Dan means fire, Ten means feel. It's actually the lower Dan Ten, because there's the upper Dan Ten. Upper Dan Ten is the brain. The brain and the Dan Ten is actually together. So this is the brain, this is the second brain. So as we take the deep breath, I want you to do it very gently, very slow, but very thorough from beginning to end. As you bring up your hand, you continue to breathe, and your focus goes from the lower dantian to the middle dantian, all the way up to the upper dantian. Okay, get ready. Relax, sit up straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now open your fingers. Maintain stress on your wrist. Stretch your elbow. Imagine there's 2 big rocks on the side and you want to climb the mountain, stretching the upper part of your arm right here. Okay? Now, that was just a trial, okay? So we're going to do this for real. Open your shoulder, sit up straight, relax, put your hands on the lower dantian, continue up to the upper dantian. Breathe in. Breathe out. Climb the mountain. Second time, relax first. Start from 0. Second time is the same as the first time. Okay, if you do 1,000,000 times, every time is the first time. Get ready, breathe in. Breathe out. Close your mouth. Climb the mountain. Get ready. Breathe in. Breathe out. Climb the mountain. So we've been talking a lot about metabolic disorder, right? Because metabolic disorder basically means hormonal imbalance. A lot of disease is really just that, including diabetes, right? So if you're type 1 diabetes, you were born with a defective pancreas, so there's nothing you can do about that. But most of us are not born with a defective pancreas. We actually have a perfectly good pancreas. Type 2 diabetes is basically an eating disorder. I can say that because I have that problem. It's just, I like food, you know. I don't eat enough to gain, you know, to be obese, but I just love the taste of food, the idea of consuming food. And what happened then is that you generate so much hormone, so much insulin in your body, that it becomes insensitive to it. So it's fall into the family of problem that is metabolic disorder. And the triple warmer energy line, all the organs, when they're not in harmony, that's metabolic disorder. That's sort of the old way of thinking about it. All right. So we're done with the front. We're going to work on the back now. These are the 2 very important energy lines called the conception, or I prefer to call it gestation. The one in the back is called governing, or I prefer to call it tutoring or protecting. So we're going to stretch the back now. The back coincides with the spine, so that's easy. Up. Stretch. Stretch the spine. Stretch the spine. Now bring your body towards the back. Don't lose balance. Come back in the middle. Keep stretching all the way to the left. Come back. Keep stretching all the way to the right. Keep stretching all the way to the left. And one last time. Keep stretching, maintaining stress on your spine. And relax. Now leaving your right hand on top, touching your left shoulder, straighten up your spine. Head's pointing to the sky, so you're actually putting pressure on the right shoulder. Grab the right elbow, stretch, and come back. The other side, stretch, and ready. Now we're going to continue to work on that. Continue to work, stretch your spine, open the shoulder, relax. Put the hands together, put it at the bottom of your spine. Now rotate the fingers so that the fingers are pointing up. Slowly bring up your fingers as far up as you can. Now maintaining the posture, head's pointing the sky. Focus on your shoulder, okay? The rest will come with it, but focus on your shoulder. Open the shoulder, open, 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 open. Feel the stress in the front and in the back and all around. Keep focusing on the shoulder. Keep opening it, pushing, pushing, pushing. And relax now. Let's just observe our body, feeling the heart pumping, pounding. And let it just settle. Now we continue. We take the left hand. There's an energy point here called the labor, palace of labor. Point to the sky using the right hand, cover that. Bring your hands down. Focus on your elbow. Push the elbow, push, 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 push as far as you can. Eyes forward. Forget about anything else. Just focus on your elbow now. Keep pushing, push your arm up. Bring your arm up with your elbow all the way up at eye level. Elbow now above the heart. And relax the other way. Same thing. Bring the hands down. Push the elbow all the way out. Eyes forward. Bring your arms up. Slowly, 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 slowly. Keep pushing. Keep locking the elbow. Keep pushing all the way up. Hold it. And relax. Once again, come back to the body. Come back to the heart. Just let it settle. Heart is pumping, right? Heart is pumping because we just work on some very important energy points that are associated with both the heart and the lung. So this one has to do with the lung. This one actually has to do with the gallbladder, which is the protector for the liver, right? But the liver and the kidneys are related, and the kidney and the heart are related, so everything's related. And then the back is actually the bladder, which is the protector for the kidney, which again is related to the heart because the kidney is the second heart. When we work on this one, there's 3 energy points. One has to do with the heart, one has to do with the lung, one has to do with the pericardium. The pericardium and then the lung. So we just did that. Now we're going to go back to work on it some more. Work on it, improving our circulations, improving our chi. Open the shoulder, relax. Focus on the right hand, bring up our right hand, forming what's called an empty hand. So we create a pocket of air. Put the fingers on top and the center of the palm pushing against the collarbone. Listen with your left ear, concentrate. Wake up, continue. The other side, open the shoulder, Focus on the left hand, empty hand. Put that on the right shoulder. Listen with the right ear. Wake up. Continue. Okay, so we now move from the lung to the heart. The heart actually has two energy lines. One has to do with the emotional aspect, and one has to do the mechanical aspect. Okay, so we're going to work on this energy point. Very important one. This is actually a very important one. And so we're going to take the left hand, lift it up, wrap it around the top of the head, and slightly pinch the upper part of the ear. Ear is associated with the kidney. Kidney is associated with the heart. Right? Okay, sit up straight. Right hand, empty hand. Put that under the armpit. Listen with the left ear. Wake up. Continue. The other side. Right ear. Listen with the right ear. Wake up. Continue. Open the shoulder. Back to elbow again. Put the arm at the eye level. Lock your elbow. Right hand, empty hand. Put the fingers on top and wrap it around so that the center of the palm is on the side, touching all three energy points. Remember I talked about this being the heart, this being the pericardium, this being part of the lung. This energy line, even though it's part of the lung, has a great deal to do with the kidney. Okay? Get ready? Listen with the left ear, empty hand, wake up, continue. The other side. Right ear, listen, wake up, continue. Okay, I talk a lot about kidney, and from a Western medicine standpoint, he says, well, I know what the kidney is, but what's the big deal? Everything has to do with the kidney for modern people. Think about all the illness that we have. Well, I talk about bad circulations, I talk about hormonal imbalance and all that. All have to do with the kidney. There's no one organ that we put more stress on than the kidney. Just think about how we have evolved. I'm going to be having my 65th birthday very soon. I can remember what it was like 60 years ago when I was just a small child. We never eat so much meat. Today we eat a lot of meat, a lot of salt. We hardly drink any water. We drink all kinds of liquid, but hardly any water. Coffee, tea, all kinds of stuff, but no clear water. So the kidney is always under stress. We don't sleep enough, or we don't sleep well. We don't exercise enough. Everything is destroying your kidney. So what happens then? Well, if you haven't joined a circle, you should. And so when you're done here, go to a circle called DennyMiu.com/circle. And 2 weeks ago, I wrote an article and talk about what's really behind this concept of Qigong or Yin Yang. It's a lot more than that. When we talk about yin and yang, it's really a simplification. What's really basic to the Chinese philosophy is the idea of the 5 different material, how the universe is made of 5 different aspects. Because there's 5 major planets besides the sun and the moon, the Jupiter, the Mercury, and so forth. And they name it after material, the metal, the wood, the fire, the water, the earth, like that. And everything has to do with everything. And so even our internal organs are organized in that manner. So if you think about a pentagon with the 5 corners, and you put your finger on the kidney, then it actually forms 2 triangles with the neighbors. These are symbiotic triangles. The most important one is the kidney and the heart and the lung. That's your circulation. The other one is the kidney and the liver and the splint / pancreas. That has to do with your metabolic process. So the kidney for modern people, I believe, is the key. So what we just did is working on the energy line that has to do with the upper burner, what's above the diaphragm, which has to do with the lung and the heart. The end beneficiary of that is the kidney. Now we're going to continue to work on the other symbiotic triangle, working on the kidney itself, but also the liver and the splint. So to work on the kidney, we have to work on the kidney's protector, which is the bladder. The bladder is in the back, it's facing the sun. So we sit properly. We take our right hand, wrap it around our left shoulder. We take the left hand, use the back of the hand this time, wrap it around the right side, covering our adrenal gland. Sit up straight. Imagine you're a vertical windmill. Okay? The problem with the kidney is that the kidney doesn't complain. It never complains. So you don't know. You actually don't know the state of your kidney. Well, one thing you do know is that the Chinese actually doesn't separate the kidney from the lower back. The word for the lower back and the kidney, they use it interchangeably. And they even call the lower back the palace, or the, I don't know what would be the correct word, but it's like the chamber for the kidney. And when your lower back hurts, that's a bad sign. When your lower back hurts, that's a bad sign. Okay? All right, so we're going to work on that now. We're going to go down to from the fingers now to the toe. Okay? All right, and let me. Insight Timer has a very narrow field of view, so if I can't really, I have to keep changing the camera. When you go to YouTube or Facebook, we don't have that problem. Okay, we're also broadcasting on YouTube and Facebook. Now, what's outside? There's actually 3 sides that are facing the sun: the front, the side, and the back. They're all yang. The inside is away from the sun. That's yin. Okay, so we're going to work on the liver, the splint, and the gallbladder. And all of that is to help the kidney. All right? First upper part, divided into 3 points. The center, get ready, go. Now move towards the hip. Get ready, go. move towards the knee, but don't touch the knee yet, okay? Get ready, go. Okay, now close your knee. We're going to work on the yang side. And the yang side, all the way from the top of the head to the shoulder and all the way down is the gallbladder. Gallbladder is the protector for the kidney. And as it turns out, this energy line has a lot to do with your nervous system. So as you get old, you want to prevent dementia. This is a good area to work on. Starting with the upper thigh, pick 2 points. Get ready, go. Now move towards the knee. Get ready, go. Okay, now we're going to work on the knee, mainly to relieve any pain from your arthritis. There's really no energy point here, okay? But we're going to do it anyway. Get ready, go. Okay, the knee is also a good reference point for the next energy point, which is very, very important. So feel the bone on the knee. Think of it as a small hill, where on top of the hill, move down on the side until you're at the bottom of the hill, where there is no bone anymore. So this energy point is called the spring at the bottom of the hill. Get ready, go. Now, this energy point and the one after this are both very important. They are a pair that is very important for your immune system. The next one actually is not part of the gallbladder, it's part of the stomach. So we're going to move down the same distance, move towards the front now, but instead of touching the bone, we're going to move back a little bit so you're not hitting the bone. You're hitting right next to the bone. Get ready, go. Now move back to the side, continue down. Now you're in the middle of the lower leg. Okay, get ready, back to the gallbladder, get ready, go. Okay, now we're going to work on the inside. Mainly, I will answer the question when we're at the end, so concentrate on your practice for now. Inside, again at the knee. Okay, now again, the knee is like the hill. We're on top of the hill. We move down to the bottom of the hill until we don't feel any bone anymore. This is again a spring at the bottom of the hill, but it's on the inside. So we hit it from the inside out. Get ready, go. So this one is now the splint, right? Splint and pancreas. The Chinese consider them as one energy line. Now, continue on the side to the middle. Get ready? Go. Okay, now stay with this point. Stay with this point. Notice that this is on the side, which is away from the sun, but now I want you to move to the back, which is facing the sun. This is a very important energy point. This has to do with the bladder energy line. This is the one that protects the kidney. So I want to take one hand, hold it, and then hit it from the back, okay? Get ready, go. Now do on the other side, same thing. Hold it with one hand from the back. Okay, now we're done with this. We're going to do some massage now. You feel a little tingling on your toes, a little bit maybe. So you're improving circulation. All right. So now look at your feet. Identify the 5 toe in between. Okay, in between. Take the edge of your thumb and just massage one at a time. The big toe is the splint, and the little toe is the bladder. Okay, and then now back. Okay, now massage the toes. Typically, the toes are cold because your circulation is very bad. So now go to the other side and massage again in between the toes, okay? All the way back, and then now all the way to the front and massage. Okay, now we're going to work on the kidney directly. We kind of work around it, work on all the two symbiotic triangle. But now we're going to work directly with the kidney. This energy point is called the gushing spring. It is the beginning of the kidney line. The kidney is the second heart. So your circulations really depends on the kidney energy line. So cover up your toe, 1/3 down, massage that. Okay, now we call this the earth energy point because in order to stay healthy, this energy point has to touch the earth. So a healthy person who's standing, walking, there's no problem. But if you're sick, if you're bound to a chair or bound to a bedridden, then your gushing spring is no longer touching the earth. Now we make a knuckle and we dig into this. Okay, now we're going to work on a series of energy points from the gushing springs all the way up to here. Okay, so locate the gushing spring now. Identify the arch. Come up to the arch. That's the energy point. That's the first one. This one has to do with the splint. So the splint in the kidney is very close because the splint from the Chinese perspective is the earth element, and the earth element is the one that protects the water element. So the splint is another way to enhance the kidney. Now locate this point, keep coming down on the arch, but before you reach the heel, if you reach the heel already, then come back about a thumb. And this is the second energy point for the kidney. Christine, I would only suggest that whenever we use the word holistic, we add the W back in there. Add the W back in there. So when my feeling about holistic is that you treat the body as a whole. Okay, now we're going to continue. Put the thumb on the angle. Draw a cross. Draw a cross. So one side of the cross goes back down to the bottom of your feet. So go down, and then as soon as you reach the bottom of where you have no more bone, there's an energy point here. Yeah, thank you, Christine. Okay, now put the thumb back into the angle. Go the other side of the cross. Go down this way. Okay, work on that. Now, put your thumb here. Draw a line up the leg, which is right below the bone. And first go two fingers. Okay, now go 2 more fingers. So now it's a total of 4 fingers. Now come to the right side, quickly, bottom of the feet. Use the knuckle. Okay, identify the arch, come up to the arch. Continue along the arch before the heel. Come back to the angle, draw a cross. First start with the one that goes to the bottom of the feet. From the heel, from the angle, go down until you no longer feel the bone. You no longer feel the ankle. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now go to the other side, come down. Come back to the angle. Again, draw a line below the bone. First, 2 fingers. Then 4 fingers. The last one is called the Three Yin Meat. This is where the kidney and liver and the splint. That's all it goes. It's supposed to be tender, Deb. It's supposed to be. That says that's why you need to work on it. Okay. So I work on my parents. My mom is not here today, but she was here this morning. And work on my mom and work on my dad. And in the beginning, it hurts a lot, and then over time, then the pain goes away and they get healthier. Okay. So, all right. Okay. So we're done with the feet. Okay. We're done with what's called the earth. We're going to move up to the heaven with the being in the middle. So we're going to work on the hand now. The most important point is the one that is associated with the pericardium. So to find it, you take your middle finger. Okay, now, but it's located in between the bones, so you actually have to move over so that you're between the middle finger and the ring finger. And you use the edge of your thumb. Now you move over one, now you're between the ring finger and the pinky, that's the heart. So together is the emotional and the mechanical part of the heart. Okay, work on that. Okay, now same thing on this side, fold down and then move over in between the bone and then move one over. Okay, two more energy points on the hand. This one is called the merging valley. So the index finger and the thumb come together, feel the valley in between. Okay, and then as you enter the valley, push towards the thumb. This one is the yang energy line. It's a yang energy line associated with the liver, with the lung. So that's the large intestine. Okay. Now work on this side. Come in. So the Chinese perspective, actually it's not the Chinese, it's the Asian perspective, because it really started with the North Indians and continue, is that it not only sees the body as a whole with the W, so that in order to achieve health, you have to maintain that balance, that harmony between all parts of your body, all aspects of your body, all dimensions of your body. It's not just that you also have to be whole with your environment, with the universe, right? With the planet. That's what they consider health. And now we come to the top of a head. Come to the top of a head. So as you sit now, make sure that the feet are touching the ground, absorbing the energy from the ground. Open your shoulder, reveal the gate to the cloud. Take your forehead, lean back so that the back of the neck is touching the collar. Tuck in your chin so you're putting pressure on your artery. When you sit like this, the top of the head and the gate to the cloud forms a triangle. That's your own personal pyramid. That's your antenna. And now you take your fingers, you put it on top, up and down like this, not like this, okay? Get ready. 50 times, very gently. Okay. All right. So that was a lot of work. That was a lot of work to just work on the tripillaries, or the secondary energy lines, 6 from your fingers and 6 from your hand, from your toes. Now it's time to work on the primary. The primary requires deep breathing. We did a little bit of that. Now we're going to do more. So maybe we take just a brief rest, let your body rest, and I'll try to answer that question now. And the question that many ask is that, can you please explain how this gives us energy? Trying to understand and learn. That's the right perspective. You need to understand before you can learn. So why is it that we do these magical things and somehow it helps us with the energy? So I'll tell you a joke, right? You remember a former president? I don't want to mention names, but I remember when he was running for the office, he said something like, "Everything I have, I made on my own. All I did was to borrow $1 million from my dad." which is good, you know? How do you become a millionaire? You start with $1 million. So the Western concept of bringing energy to your body is to spend a lot of energy. That's like starting with $1 million to become a millionaire. This is fine if you're 27 or 37. It's not so fine as you get older and older like me. Because now I just want the energy. I have no more energy to give. So how is the Chinese or the Indian way different from the Western way? Because the Western way thinks only of the body. It thinks only of the body. Whereas the Eastern way, they understand that the body is just part of the universe. And the universe have energy that are independent of the body. And we are so insignificant in this universe that if we were to disappear tomorrow, or if an entire species disappeared tomorrow, it would not affect the sun. It would not affect the system beyond the sun. It would not affect anything. So if you use the logic that we cannot affect the universe, then the universe must have tremendous effect on us. So if we want energy, we could spend a lot of time getting it from a body. Or we can tap into the universe. If you don't have $1 million to start with, like a former president, then you're going to have to find a different way. And so this chi is really not about the body. It's about working with the environment, working with the universe, being part of the universe. So how does the universe affect a body? Well, we know there's a sun, and we know there's absence of sun. And so we call that the yin and the yang. And we divide the yin and the yang into 12 equal parts. In the Western world, we divide it in 24 equal parts, 1 hour per each. In the Eastern world, we divide into 12. And we start to observe a body. A live body, not a cadaver. Not a cadaver, not a dead body. A live body. So how do you observe a live body? Well, we didn't know how to do that. We didn't know. The Chinese didn't actually know how to do that until about 1600 years ago when Bodhidharma visited us. Bodhidharma was a North Indian yogi. He was a 28th generation disciple of the original Buddha, who was also a North Indian yogi. And so Bodhidharma taught the Chinese meditation. Now, some words don't translate. The word meditation doesn't translate. There's really no one Chinese word that meant exactly the same way as meditation. The closest word that we have to meditation is also translated. That's called Zen. Zen is actually the closest word that we have to meditation. Zen comes from the Chinese word Chan. Chan was originally Chan Na, which is a translation from the North Indian word called jhana. And jhana has very rich meaning. It's both a destination and a journey. Destination means that the practice allows you to enter a realm of the universe that are beyond a body. That's the destination. But it also meant the process, the journey, that you basically mean sentimentation. You allow all your emotion, all your bad emotion to settle so that you become aware of your body. You become aware of the multiple dimensions of your body. Now that sounds very incredible. Not so. If you talk to people who study relativity, like I do, you know that Einstein has a very famous equation called E equal mc squared. E is energy, m is mass. It's the relationship between particle and wave. That's the basis for the invention of the nuclear bomb. That's also the basis for the understanding of the origin of the universe, what we call now Big Bang. One is taking particle, generating energy. The other one is taking tremendous amount of energy and finally generating particle. So that explains the body and the chi. They both coexist. It's just that our mind is not quiet enough to really understand beyond the body. you would have to be a meditator. You would have to be someone who are able to calm the mind so much using this technique that you can see beyond your body. And if you could see beyond your body, you would start to see the energy. And if you can see beyond the energy, you could start to see your mind, which is not your thinking mind. That's something else. What is the mind? Well, go back to quantum physics. After Einstein came Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking died too early. He would have gotten a Nobel Prize for sure. Because one of the greatest inventions is called the Hawking's radiation, where he talks about the black hole. The black hole is where particle and wave coexist. The idea is that when particles enter a region in space, they become waves, so the particles disappear, completely disappear. And Stephen Hawking says, no, that's not possible. Because in addition to conservation of particle concentrated in wave, there has to be conservation of information. So he talks about how something escaped. We haven't proven that yet. That explains the mind. That's the 3 dimension of your existence. So if you have $1 million that you can borrow from your dad, then you can go and make $1 million. But if you're like me, who don't have $1 million, who has a body who is decaying by definition, I don't have the kind of energy that you guys have anymore. I have to find a different way. And the different way is to accept the possibility that we exist beyond a body. And to really preserve the body, to preserve my viability, I now tap into the chi, the energy. Not only that, I tap into the mind so that I exist not only as a particle, but also as a wave, but also as quantum information. Okay? Did I explain the question? No, of course not. I did not explain the question. I better not. I haven't experienced all of that yet. I'm just telling you that this is the journey that I'm on. It's up to you to experience it on your own. Now we're going to experience our energy in us on our own by learning how to use the diaphragm, by learning how to do abdominal breathing. And then I'm going to show you how to, after we do the exercise, how we're actually going to generate some chi in us. Relax, let go of your thinking mind, and just feel your body. Feel your body, feel your hand. Let the hand rise in front of you and just follow the hand. Wherever the eye goes, wherever the hand goes, the eye goes. Wherever the eye goes, the mind goes. Bring it towards your body. Lower it. Relax. Bring it back up again, all the way to eye level, following the hand. Bring it towards your body. Lower your hand. Relax. We'll now coordinate that with breathing. Very simple. Don't even think about whether it's using your diaphragm or not. Don't even think about it. All you have to do is breathe very slow, very steady, from beginning to end. All you have to do is let go of your mind and just concentrate. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Breathe in. Let your hand rise in front of you. Just breathe. Relax. Breathe out. Using only your nose. Close your mouth. Breathe in. Bring it towards your body. Breathe out. Relax. One more time. Breathe in. Bring it towards your body. Relax. Breathe in. Watch your hand. Follow your hand. Cross your hand. One in front of another. Open. Breathe out. Pause. Breathe in. Bring it towards your body. Breathe out. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pause. Breathe in. Bring it towards your body. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Bring it towards your body. Breathe out. Relax. Close your eye. Try to observe your breath. Just know that your breathing is enough now. Just know that you're breathing in. Know that you're breathing out. Observe any change in your body as you breathe in. Relax, but focus at the same time. We're going to continue with the second exercise called the butterfly. Again, you don't have to think about whether you're using your diaphragm or not. Just relax. Straighten up your spine, open your shoulder. Bring up your hand, follow your hand. Embrace. And then open like the butterfly. Fly away, the back of the hand touching. Now as you come down, I want you to slowly breathe in. As you go up, I want you to slowly breathe out, using only your nose. Breathe in from beginning to end. Breathe out from beginning to end. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let your hands down. Relax. So this is a very effective exercise for your diaphragm, because as you bring your hands down, you're actually compressing your lung and you're breathing in, forcing the diaphragm to go down. As you expand, flying away, you're actually expanding your lung, and yet you're breathing out. So you force the diaphragm to come up. This is a very good exercise. Now we're going to make use of that. We're going to make use of everything. Now that we have cleared the 12 secondary energy line, we're going to work on the primary, making use of everything that we have done today. First, this will come in three parts. First, we're going to sit properly. We're going to sit like the bell, which means that our feet is our pedestal, and the body is the clapper that needs to be hang from the ceiling. So we're going to straighten up our spine as if somebody grabbed the hair on top of your head and just pull yourself up. Pull yourself so much that you hurt, and then relax. Now we come to the shoulder. Open the shoulder, and then relax the shoulder, reviewing the two energy points, gate to the cloud, having them facing forward. Take the forehead, lean back so that the neck touches the collar. The weight of the head now is on the shoulder. Now we're going to take a chin, rotate, tuck in your chin so that the top of the head is facing the sky. The top of the head, the 100 meat, and the gate of cloud forms a triangle. That's your antenna. Now we're going to take the entire body, lean forward, and then come back. As you come back, keep the hip forward, but your upper torso coming back. Putting pressure on your lower back, right where the kidneys are. Putting pressure on the adrenal gland, preventing any more stress hormone from being generated. Forcing your body into the parasympathetic rest and digest mode. Now you want to relax your eyelid. Open your eyelid just slightly so you can see through the eyelashes as if they're curtain to the world. You can see your knee, your hand, the floor. Now you take the tongue, the tip of the tongue, slightly, gently push it towards the roof of your mouth. Place it between the teeth and the roof of the mouth. Just let it sit there. This forces you to reactivate your saliva gland. One of the side effects when you're in the fight or flight mode, it turns off your saliva gland. So now you want to turn it back on. Again, forcing your body, giving your body, the rest of your body, the signal that you ought to be in the fight or flight. You ought to be in the rest and digest. So you're now part of the universe, connecting the earth and the heaven. Your spine is the pillar that supports the universe. You're also the center of the universe. That's the first step. Second step is that we come back to our breath, focusing on the stomach. Feel our breath. Know that you're breathing in. Know that you're breathing out. If you're new to this, you haven't been able to sense your breath yet, you can do this by taking 3 deep breaths. Open your mouth slightly, blow air through your mouth. As you blow air through your mouth, feel how your stomach is collapsing. Continue to blow air through your mouth as much as you can, and then relax. Feel the air coming in through your nostril, how your stomach expands. And then now do it 2 more times. And then when you're done, as soon as you breathe in, open the stomach. As soon as you breathe out, collapse the stomach. We call this intentional breathing, helping your lung with your diaphragm. Relax. Now as you do that, the diaphragm is actually connected to all the internal organs. The nerve center for both the sympathetic and the parasympathetic is not your brain, because they are autonomous. They are not under the control of your brain. The nerve center for the parasympathetic is actually distributed around the organs. So as you breathe in with your stomach, using your diaphragm, you're also exercising your internal organ, forcing your entire body now in the rest and digest mode. That's the second step. Restoring your metabolic imbalance, restoring your metabolic balance, your metabolic harmony. The final step is how to make use of the electrons that you have generated in your dantian. That's why it's called dantian. There's a reason for all that. It's dantian because it's a field of energy. Where's the energy? Energy comes from your small intestine. The small intestines are piezoelectric, so as you exercise them using your diaphragm, pushing them, compressing them, expanding, it generates electricity. For those who study engineering, you know that the way to store electrons is with a battery. A battery requires a lot of surface area. The intestines is very, very long. It's 6 times the height of a normal person. So it's a great battery. The rest of your body actually is also electrical in nature. Your spine is very conductive. And your brain, the cavity between your left and the right, what's called the longitudinal fissure, it's actually a resonance chamber. It can actually provide some electric potential. As soon as you provide electric potential, the electrons will flow, and they will flow up the spine, and then comes around across your tongue and back down to your dantian again. So now is the time to put all that together. Back to this posture. Make sure your spine is straight, your shoulders open and relaxed, your forehead is leaned back, and your chin is tucked down, tucked in. Tongue is touching the roof of your mouth. Now from the posture to the breath, feel how your stomach expands as you breathe in. Feel how your stomach collapses as you breathe out. Feel the air coming into your nostril as you breathe in, very fresh. Feel the air going out of your nostril, very moist. When you breathe in, you feel this positive energy coming into your nostril. When you breathe out, you feel the negative energy going out from your body. As soon as you breathe in, bring that positive energy slowly up to your brain, through your spine. When you get up to the top of the head, you want to take any remaining negative energy and let it settle. Remember I talked about sentimentation? Let it settle. Let the negative energy leave your brain, slowly come down from the front of your body, from your forehead to the bridge of your nose, to your upper lip, cross your tongue, down to your chin, to your throat, to your chest, to your belly button, to your lower stomach, and let the negative energy go to the feet. Feel the weight of your feet, and then come back around the bottom of your upper torso, back to the lower part of your spine again, and again as you breathe in, bring it up to the top of your head. So I want you to commit to 3 cycles at a time. Very slow, up and down, up and down. And when you're done with 3, you can recommit to 3. Or you can take a break and then recommit. 3 minutes. Do this on your own, okay? In the beginning, it's very, very rough, very rushed. Slow it down. Keep slowing it down. Just calm down, relax, but yet focus. After a few times, the energy will rise on its own. You're not leading anymore, you're just following. This is what we call wandering dragon chasing the pearl. After a while, you feel like you're playing yo-yo. The thing just go up and then it comes down and go up and come down. It's a lot of fun. But keep maintaining your posture, okay? Keep maintaining your posture. Okay, open your eyes. It's a very short sit, only 3 minutes, but it's nice and sweet. Quality, not quantity, okay? All right, so before we leave, I want to do some facial massage. But the facial massage has a purpose. The facial massage is actually part of our metta practice. Metta is a Pali word for loving kindness towards others, loving kindness towards the universe. But before that is loving kindness to ourselves. If you accept the possibility that your existence is beyond this body, then you have to accept that profound responsibility that you owe a debt to your body. Your body has worked so hard for you all these years, and you have never truly thanked your body. So I'm going to teach you how to be really thankful to your body by giving it the best that you have to offer, about an hour and a half worth of practice, which is your positive energy. In your positive energy, the only place where you could give positive energy is in the palm of your hand. So I want you to put the palm of the hand together. I want you to put that on your face. Being very grateful to this body. Being very remorseful that we have ignored it for so long. Now I want you to focus on the fingers, starting from the forehead, goes around your head, and fingers and the palm of the hand together, giving all that positive energy, and keep coming down until you reach the neck. Relax, giving your body the loving kindness that it is so deserved. Now, when we practice metta, we start with gratitude, but we quickly go from gratitude to acceptance. Now it's time to accept all of the shortcomings of your body. All the pain, like Josh is saying, all the pain that the body gives you is just a plea that it has worked so hard. So now it's time to say, I got you. I understand you. I want to give you all the loving kindness I can afford. Massage top of your ear, being very grateful to your body. Middle of your ear and the bottom of your earlobe, massaging all the energy points. Taking the hand, imagine that they're like a blade stretching your ear. Now taking the index finger, put it outside of your nose, massage. Don't forget to thank your body. Keep saying to your body how much you're grateful. Now take your fingers, 2 of them, start from the corner of your eye, go down firmly to the corner of your mouth, but not too much force, okay? Firmly but gently. And telling your body to relax. Now take the index finger again, put it at the edge, the beginning of your eyebrow. You locate the 2 dimple and you just massage that. Again, telling your body to relax, how much you're thankful. And now take the 2 fingers, put it in between and squeeze, getting all that stress out of your body. All the stress that the body accumulated over the years on your behalf. Squeeze, squeeze. Now one last energy point. Remember your tongue? This is where your tongue was touching. It's 1/3 of the way down from the edge of your nose. Massage with 2 hands. This is where the yang energy line, the governing line, and the yin energy line, the conception line meets. Now that we're done with the head, we're going to work on the inner organ. The inner organ is all done. It's all in the fingers. So massage, pull your fingers one at a time. Massaging your internal organs, relieving the stress in your internal organs. Now to the right hand. And then massage the fingernail one at a time, giving it as much love as you can possibly afford. It's kind of funny, when you don't even have the concept that your existence could be beyond your body. You just take this thing for granted because it's you. Why do I have to apologize to myself? Why do I have to give myself a tips, right? It's just like that, right? But as you practice, as you become spiritual, you understand that, this is just a vehicle. This is just a vehicle. There's a lot more beyond this. Then all of a sudden you become very appreciative of this body. This body has been great, it's been just a great vehicle. It's the same, I talk about in my Chinese class how the Muni, the buses in San Francisco is now running again, and I haven't really taken any bus yet, it's still kind of dangerous. But I used to take bus just for the fun of it. And I would hop on the bus, and the first thing I would say is, good morning to the driver, as loud as possible. And when I get off the bus, in the back of the bus, I would yell again, thank you! Because it's a vehicle, it's someone providing service. And so you ought to show your appreciation is what a spiritual person would do. But we don't do that to our body. But this is a vehicle. This is like the number 38 Gary bus. Okay, too much talking. One last time. Do this 5 times. You're trying to get all the bad chi out of your lung, the lower third of your lung that you don't normally use. Okay? We all normally use maybe half, maybe at most 2/3 of your lung capacity. But by doing abdominal breathing, you're actually increasing your lung capacity, which is good for your body. And now you got to get that bad chi out of the way. So focus on your elbow now. Okay, yao is top of the head, top of the lung. Okay, get ready. Okay. Hi, Josh. So good to see you.
Oh, it's good to be back, Denny. And feelings are mutual. How are you?
Good, good.
I was going to say we're kind of not really co-conspirators, but we're also co-catalysts too, because I just inspired Denny to write a blog post not too long ago, and he just inspired me maybe to consider writing one on the investigation of energy, which, by the way, if I'm remembering this right, the historical Buddha, when he was in a lot of pain, he found solace sometimes in investigating energy. But I just don't want to like bombard everybody with a bunch of questions here. So maybe I'll save that for a blog post. And
Yeah,
one
yeah.
other thing I wanted to add too is, the metta, the loving kindness. When we go to turn it outwards toward the world, I like the interpretation of metta as unstoppable friendliness. Because some people just look at people that are being kind and loving and kind as kind of weak. What that's a very wrong interpretation. I mean, if it's an unstoppable friendliness, it's just like there's really nowhere you can't go, or nothing you can do because you're complete harmless to all living beings, which is actually one of the great protections we can have, because they can sense that it's a gift we're giving everybody for being harmless
Yeah,
and just
yeah,
having their best interest in mind as well as ours. But
yeah,
ours first, because like we can't take care of anybody else. We take care of ourselves first.
yeah, yeah. It's true. It's true. Thank you for that, Josh. Okay, so I think we should wrap it up, and I'll see you all next week. We have two classes on Saturday. One at 8 o'clock in the morning, my time, Pacific Standard Time, and one at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. The difference is that the morning is at least 2 hours, and the evening is at least 1 hour. And the evening is in sitting position. Many students now, not only are they return students, but they tend to attend both. The North American students have the option. The Asian students most of the time can only attend the evening. Our evening is morning for them, and the European students are the opposite. So it's been great. And if you haven't already, please join a circle. And Josh is going to type out the circle, DENNYKMIU.com/circle. Okay, so or if you want to catch up on the recording, then go to /YouTube. That's another way to do it. Okay, all right. With that, Josh, thank
Denny,
you, thank you,
everybody,
everybody.
thanks.
Stay healthy, stay happy, be good, huh? Be careful out there. Now, if you know where that come from, they do. Do you know where that come from, Josh?
It's a TV show I'm blanking on now.
Hill Street Blue.
Oh my goodness, one of my dad's favorite shows.
I'm older than your dad. Okay, goodbye. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the donation.